My wife accuses me of having a little bit of a back brain process. So I'm just going to describe how I kind of think of things and what wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stay tuned. Hit that like, subscribe, notify, get off my lawn. Another routine. And this is a bit of a departure from what I normally do. I kind of want to touch on some subjects. I know I've been getting into some conversations of late with some friends of mine, trying to sort through some stuff with the bankruptcy of a company that I founded 20 years ago. We'll get into that later. But there's been some life changes going on with me. Part of the things I've always struggled with was trying to figure out stuff. And my wife thinks that my brain operates just weirdly. I tend to know how to fix things, but a lot of that has to go with back brain thinking. Let me explain that. So sometimes you have an issue, a problem you're trying to work through, a mechanical process, how to fix something. For me, that's what I do, is I fix things and occasionally drink beer. But sometimes I have to let stuff alone. I have to leave it alone. So I'm kind of a visual person, so when I'm looking for a tool, I will visualize the shape, color of that tool in the last place I remembered it. If I didn't put it away, which I'm guilty of, just like everybody else is, then I go on a hunt. And I'm so single-minded that I will lose an entire day looking for a pressure gauge. It does happen. I do get a lot of stuff done that's peripheral stuff, like cleaning out boxes and old tools and nail boxes and just junk, because it's just like, man, I remember seeing it here, but I don't know, I've already moved it. And so I woke up 2 days ago at 3 a.m. And knew exactly where that tool was, and went back to sleep, slept way past my normal wake-up time at 5 o'clock, and proceeded to go through the day and use the tool and bid video, like, subscribe, notify, watch hours, all of that stuff, please. But yeah, that back brain process, it has a lot to do with just leaving it alone and letting the back of your brain work on it. Let it figure out what's going on. When I'm trying to solve a complicated problem, whereas I can take something apart and put it together in my head and count the number of items. I used to be in construction, and I could actually do an estimate in my head by building it in my head. And sometimes I would run into a problem, and it's like, okay, how do I build that? And I would think about it and think about it and think about it. It's like, oh man, I got nothing. Well, 3 o'clock in the morning strikes, you wake up and you go, oh, that's how I do it. And it just flows. So we'll get into the flow of the universe a little bit later. Do another video. Not sure how this part of the series will go. This is just kind of Gramps rambling on, by the way. Get off my lawn!